All right, today we're diving into something pretty fascinating. It's an educational model built for people who are already experts in their field. A way to take all those years of hard-won experience and turn them into an actual university degree. Let's get right into it. This question really hits home for so many people. I mean, you've been out there in the trenches, you've managed incredibly complex supply chains. But then, when it's time to go for that next big promotion, you hit a wall. And it's all because of a missing piece of paper? It's a huge roadblock. And that right there, that leads us to what you could call the experience paradox. It's that super frustrating situation where what you know how to do is way more valuable than what you have on paper. It creates this huge gap between your actual capabilities and their official credentials. And this slide just lays it out so clearly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got this deep, practical, real-world expertise. On the other side, you have a simple checkbox on some HR form that you just can't tick. This is the exact problem that these alternative university models are trying to solve. So, how in the world do you bridge that gap? Well, we're going to explore one possible answer, a model from Selinus University, which is specifically built to tackle this paradox head-on for people already deep into their careers. Now, it's really important to get this. This is not your typical university program for someone fresh out of high school. The entire system is built from the ground up to recognize, to validate, and to certify the authority that experienced managers and entrepreneurs already have. And you can see the kinds of pathways they offer here. It's all very specific. So whether you're a manager who wants a doctorate in business administration, or an entrepreneur going for an executive MBA, or even an industry expert looking for a PhD in supply chain, the programs are tailored to your professional level. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how is this even possible? The whole system really hinges on one single powerful concept. Let's break down the engine that makes this entire model run. It's called APEL. That stands for Accreditation of Prior Experiential Learning. Honestly, this is the core of the whole process. It's a formal system designed to look at your years of hands-on work, your professional history, all those real-world skills, and convert them into academic credits. And here's the key requirement, which you could argue is also its biggest strength. You need a minimum of 5 years of relevant management experience. This makes sure that the people coming in are genuine professionals whose experience can actually be evaluated in a meaningful way. And this is an absolute game changer for most working professionals. Instead of sitting for traditional standardized tests, your evaluation is based on reports. So think about it. A logistics manager wouldn't be memorizing theories from a multiple choice exam. Instead, they might write a super detailed report analyzing a real-world supply chain disaster they actually navigated, proving their mastery through practice. Okay, but we've got to be honest here. For a balanced view, it is absolutely essential to understand what kind of institution this is and what these degrees are actually best for. So here's the reality check. Here's the main distinction you need to know. Selinus is a private institution, so its degrees are really designed to help you validate your skills and climb the ladder within the private sector. They're generally not meant for government jobs or public administration roles, where the accreditation standards are often totally different. And of course, the whole model is built around flexibility. It's a distance learning program, which means you can keep your career going, you can manage all your other responsibilities, and just weave your studies into your life without having to quit your job and go back to a campus. So, if you're thinking this might actually be the right path for you, the application process itself is designed to be just as direct and to the point. Let's just quickly walk through the 4 main steps. The simplicity here is pretty clear. It all starts with you just sending in your resume. That gets evaluated to see if your experience is a match. If it is, you get a certificate of eligibility, and from there, you start working on your reports, those exam units. It's a really direct line from your experience to your evaluation. And all of this really brings us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. It's a question about the value we put on different kinds of knowledge and the credentials we use to prove it. So we'll just leave you with this to think about. Is your experience worth a degree? For a whole lot of professionals out there, the answer might just be yes. And models like this one offer a really compelling way to prove it. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.